All right, put your hands together for Roberto Reina. Roberto.
Hey, good night, everybody. My name's Roberto, but you can call me Marrakesh because I'm ready to bring this house down tonight. Today I feel like Eminem if 8 Mile was shot during the summer. I have a pasta stain here. I choked earlier on a taralo. Let's just hope I win this rap battle. You know, I'm from Honduras. It's the textbook definition of a third world country. And my mom is very supportive of my comedy career, but she says I give Honduras a bad reputation because I'm always making jokes about it and not the good kind. But, I mean, Honduras does it to itself, right? It's like a woman with loose morals asking, why does everybody think I'm a hoe? It's like, Becky, you're blowing dudes in the parking lot with the windows down because you're too cheap to put the AC on. I mean, what do you expect? But speaking of women with loose morals, you know, one night stands, right? It's really hard when you go with a girl that she's a 10 at 1 a.m., but she's a 1 at 10 a.m. I mean, they just really know how to use makeup. It's also partly my fault. But you know who's also really good at makeup? Governments, you know, how they cover shit up. And in the mid-2010s, Honduras was the murder capital of the world. And a few years later, we just dropped off, right? But there were still a lot of murders going on, so I thought, what exactly is going on here? So what happened is that Honduras stopped counting murders and started counting occurrences. So the same exact thing, 10 murders became 1 occurrence. So if that's not the best use of concealer, I don't know what is. I studied at a public university in Honduras, so we didn't have textbooks. We have photocopies of textbooks. Our classrooms didn't have windows, doors. You could barely write on the whiteboard. But what we did have was a plethora of extracurricular activities. But the thing about these extracurricular activities is that you didn't choose them, they chose you. In the 5 years I was at university, here are some of my favorite extracurricular activities I got chosen for. Getting mugged, getting dengue fever, and my favorite, a stalker. I'm sure Barbara would like that I'm still remembering her to this day. Okay, let's turn it down a little bit. Don't you think it's a bit ironic that vegan companies have stakeholders? Can you imagine a bunch of people with blue and purple hair at a board meeting being like, we have to change this name, you know, it doesn't fit us. And then there's like a stressed out accountant in the corner who's like, God damn it, I wish I would smoke right now. And he's like, guys, oh sorry, that's not gender neutral. Hey, assholes, this company hasn't made a profit in over 2 years. It's comatose. It's literally a vegetable. And I know that's not what we're trying to do here. You know what's another thing I find super interesting is every time a race or a minority gets privileges or rights, white people are like start infringing on them, you know? Black people got rights, we started doing blackface. Then women got rights and men started painting their nails, using pearl necklaces, and you know, now they're even becoming women. And it's weird, right? Because in the 1920s, you would get a lobotomy for that, not a sex change. But speaking about the LGBTQ plus whatever, I think it's a lot like learning math. You know, you got the L's and the G's, and that's a bit like addition and subtraction. Okay, that's pretty easy. And you got the B's and the T's. That's like multiplication and division, you know, where it goes from one side of the equation to the other, from positive to negative. Okay, I get that. And then from the Q plus, it's like calculus, you know, only the nerds get it. And I, for one, won't be studying irrational numbers anymore. That's it for me, guys. Thank you.